As the 636 leaves the city each night, the regulars relax. On their 90-minute journey, they talk about their day, share their emotions, and sometimes reveal their secrets.
Attention please. Due to the cancellation of the 606 to Fenton terminus, you may encounter extra passengers on the 636. Interrail apologises for any inconvenience.
Space anywhere.
I know, it's just anyway, so there I was stuck on the train. I had to go to the toilet, and then all of a sudden the train took off, and I'm still on the train, and I went all the way back to the city. So I had to go express back to the city. I had to catch the 9:59 all stops back to Fenton. And I didn't get home till after midnight. I rang Mum, could she look after the kids? She was furious. She had a bridge night with the girls, and then Harrison decided to have bloody nightmares all night.
Oh, God, you sound worse than a Greek tragedy.
You seem like you had a good day.
I had a great day.
We had a lot of fun.
We had a ball. We were on the set of the commercial that Davo's company was shooting, and the things I learnt today. I learnt about how to do bruises.
Oh, wow.
My face, it was fantastic.
Isn't Greta fantastic?
She's a great makeup artist. Yes.
Hang on.
Hang on, whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, watch my toes. Sorry.
That's all right.
Cold hands.
Yeah, warm heart.
You know what they say?
Yeah.
Please move all the way into the train. Thank you.
Excuse us. Yeah, all right. Jesus. You all right? You all right, Pops? Oh, I feel like a sardine. Stop pushing, right?
Has Davo said anything to you?
What about the money?
About the money?
No, he hasn't said a word, mate.
I tell you what, it's really annoying me. The fact is you lend somebody some money like that. I shouldn't have to go and ask for
Put you
it.
in a really embarrassing situation. I feel embarrassed even smile. Talk to him.
But it's not even like it's $50. It's $200.
You know what the other thing is?
What?
With that money you're supposed to put on the footy.
Yeah.
He whacked it on a horse.
Well, that's what I mean. He still gave me. Where's his computer?
I reckon he sold it.
Exactly. And then all the stuff with his phone bills. I think we have to go and talk to him about it. Really, it's really.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
What?
Look, let's leave it till Monday next week, all right? If he hasn't done it, then we both hit him.
All right, Monday.
Okay.
I don't know about you, mate, but I'm not made of money.
Yeah, who is, mate?
So the suspect they picked up in Tempe isn't the alleged gunman?
Yeah, I know. I was so disappointed. I mean, I felt, all of Australia was like, yeah, we've got him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone's going to get any sleep until they pick him up.
But you'd have to face the facts. I mean, if you were that guy, you wouldn't be, you wouldn't have that mustache.
No, you'd shave it off, you'd dye your hair, you'd ditch the truck,
Yeah, I know. But you know what got him off?
What?
His mobile phone.
How did that work?
Well, apparently they could sort of work out where he'd made these phone calls from, and at that time he was somewhere, like in Mildura, and not in the Northern Territory. So he hadn't been in the Northern Territory.
And that's his alibi?
That's his alibi, yeah. And then, apparently, the other thing was that Joanna Lisa said the car was white and his was yellow.
Right.
And the dog was red and his was blue. And the bull bar was, black and not chrome.
Yeah,
She's there.
I feel sorry for that innocent guy, though. I mean, the police swarmed him, grabbed him, they interrogated him for 8 hours, and, and then he was on the news screaming out the back of that paddy wagon, it wasn't me, I didn't do it.
Well, if he didn't do it, he doesn't have anything to worry about, does he?
No.
In there. Oh, God, I hope they get him soon.
rather sad and sorry day in East Timor?
Oh, and the brother of that politician that was killed. Who was his brother was Shane Stone, I think he was.
Terry Stone.
Yeah, he's the federal president of the Liberal Party.
Shane is,
Yeah.
Tell you, when I knit red and white, it brings me such joy. But red and white's the same as the flag for East Timor, and all I could think of is, you know, the blood and the bandages. It's nothing but bloodshed. Ever since those poor journalists, just when I was a girl, you know, I knew somebody who knew one of those boys.
Did you?
Killed in 75.
It's just tragic, absolutely tragic.
This one's a crime of passion.
Well, the interesting thing about this one was that this guy had gone to Dili to marry this East Timorese girl.
In love with her. His brother said he'd never seen him so happy.
Yeah, but normally they're, you know, mail order brides and they're coming back the other way. But this guy had given up his whole life to go over there. Apparently it was her ex-husband.
Yeah, and the husband's brother stabbed him in the back. I wonder will they bury him in Timor, because the brother said that he knew that the man who was killed wouldn't want East Timor to be thought of badly by us, you know.
It's
that he loved
very
the country.
generous, isn't it? I mean, even for a Liberal politician.
Excuse me, mate. Mind if I sit here?
Oh, no, mate. This seat's taken. I've reserved
No
it for my
one's
mate.
sitting there yet.
No, Mike is. Hey, Mike, come on, mate. Well, this seat for you. Sorry, mate.
Sorry to push, sorry. Oh, thanks, mate. You're a genius.
I can't handle this, mate. I can't handle all these people running around. You know what I'm like? It's too hot.
Just calm down. You'll be okay, mate.
I'm glad you're here.
It's good to see you. Thanks for saving the seat. Hey, Tiff. Hey, Tiff. Tiff, look, I'm really sorry about Ophelia, Tiff. My hands were tied. I'm governed by rules and regulations. Come on, Tiff.
Steph, would you tell Michael I'd rather keep to myself today?
Mike, Tiff would rather keep to herself today.
Tiff, I'm very sorry. Please, just give me a chance to try and explain why this has happened. Tiff? Please, Tiff. Come on, Tiff, I'm asking you to help me here.
Mike.
Oh, please, Tiff.
Whoa, Dave-ho, you have an admirer on the train.
What?
Yeah, the blonde with the red top. She's batting her eyelids at you.
What are you talking about?
Oh, come on. Your sexual radar is way down. It needs a bit of fine-tuning.
My sexual radar? What are you...
Dave, you have no idea of the effect you have on the women around you. It's the same on the set today. Vivian was practically falling over you like a little poodle.
Stop it,
and
she
you
was
had
just
no
doing
idea.
her job.
No.
She's always friendly like that.
No, so was Jo. Jo thought you were gorgeous.
She's got a boyfriend.
Yeah, well, Greta's getting married and she thinks you're gorgeous too.
What are you talking about, Poppy?
You can't read the signals, can you?
What?
Us poor women are wasting our time sending you with signals and you have no idea. If
What?
they
I mean...
flick their hair...
Yeah, flicking their hair, batting their... I mean...
Yeah, batting their eyelids, adjusting their cleavage, and their wrists, doing that.
What's the risk got to do?
Well, it's the most erogenous part of the body. It's fabulous.
Really?
Yeah. Poppy's right.
Excuse me. Sorry. Here's that magazine, Tiff.
Isn't she fantastic, Renee Zwagler?
No, look, I thought she was really good in Bridget Jones, but she's got that, you know, she's got that face where she goes, when she smiles, she's got no eyes, she goes like that.
Come on.
She
I mean,
does.
what other actress is going to put 11 kilos on to do a role? And the
For that amount of money, I'd put on 11 kilos.
But the movie was fantastic, and she was brilliant in it.
It was good. It stayed with me for about a second after the credits roll. But the thing about it is, it doesn't do anything really for you know, the single girl in society today.
Come on.
Really?
Have you never stayed home on a Friday night lip-syncing to a sad song, drinking a glass of wine? I have. Come on.
Tiffany?
Well, how many dates do you go out on?
What?
Oh, I don't believe that for a second. It's hard to find a man in this town.
Don't say loud. This is a really crowded train.
Yeah, but it is hard to find someone. I mean, at work there's some great-looking guys, but they're
Yeah, but they don't look like Hugh Grant and Colin Firth,
Yes,
do
they do. I mean, when was the last time you went out on a date on a Friday night? Come on, treat us.
It wasn't really that long ago. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is that it's that kind of... I was reading an article today about cockroaches and how they've done tests, and apparently the female cockroaches, as they get older, get so desperate to reproduce that they'll just go and... Any old cockroach, any old bug. No hearts, no flowers, no chocolates, no nothing. They're just in there.
Shit, there's no difference between them and us. What, I'm nearly 30 and I'm getting worried about how I'm going to find someone. You must be over 30. I mean, how are you going to find someone?
Tiffany? Over 30. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
That is outrageous. When did this happen? Happened on the Sunshine Coast, mate, in Queensland. So what, you've got two drug addicts? Yeah. No, you got one drug addict injecting two other drug addicts.
He only injected one, right? The other guy did himself, but he supplied them with the overdose, right? He gave them, and he'd only met them a couple of times, right? And the woman, she'd attempted suicide like 6 times, and they said, we want to end it all.
So why did he tell police?
Well, he had to say something, and, when they said, why did you do it? He said, well, they asked me to, and I'm pretty sure they wanted to go.
What, did he use that as a defence, did he?
Well, yeah, he was doing that big star-crossed lovers, Romeo and Juliet, the whole box and dice.
Star-crossed lovers, just a bunch of heroin addicts. I mean, it's a death pact, isn't it?
Well, that's what the judge said. He said there was not a case of euthanasia. She wasn't dying of some incurable disease.
Exactly. I mean, what's the difference between that and holding a loaded gun towards somebody's head?
There's no difference, mate. That's why the judge gave him life.
Oh, gave him life?
Yep, that's the only thing you can get for murder in Queensland.
Oh, gee. I mean, I get depressed sometimes, but I'm not going to overdose of a dose of heroin, am I?
You want to do it over a woman?
No.
Amazing what you find in a lift, isn't it?
Mike, what's that?
Oh, just a little present for Tiff, mate.
Oh, really? Can I have a look?
No, wait a minute. It's private, mate. Do you mind? It's for Tiff.
Right. Well, did you spend a bit of money on it? Was it expensive?
Steph, it's a gift for Tiff. Just leave it alone, all right?
All right. Hey, Tiff. Mike bought you a present. Hey. What? He bought you a present. I think you should, Listen, I think he spent a bit of money. It's expensive, It's an expensive present for you. What do you... Come on, Tiff.
There you go.
Tight squeeze.
We're all little pigs in a poke, aren't we?
Oh, did you see Four Corners?
No, I missed it.
Oh, it was great, right? There's this guy called Greg Malouf.
Yeah, he's the property developer.
Yeah, he went sort of bust and the banks foreclosed on him. But he actually, he's claimed that he had to pay $18,000 to get court documents about Paul Keating's piggery, right? All very damaging. But he's also claimed that the money came from this guy called Cypher, who worked in Bill Heffernan's office. The Liberal Senator, Bill Heffernan.
Right.
So he's sort of he's made these spurious claims. No one knows what's going on. And Howard's turned around, and the thing he's angry about, how dare you film our meetings with this guy Malouf?
Well, Noel, I'd be the same. If somebody was secretly filming me, I'd be, pissed off, and rightly so. That's an infringement on my privacy.
Yeah, but how are we going to find out about this stuff, okay?
Noel, what pisses me off is why are politicians spending money? Is it our taxpayers' money on
Well,
digging
we
the dirt
don't
up
know
on
that.
each other? We don't know who's paying what to whom, but shouldn't they be, making policy, looking at the problems in our community and solving those things instead of digging up the dirt?
Yeah, but you know what the definition of politics is in the Macquarie Dictionary?
No.
The use of underhand and unscrupulous means to gain advantage. Politics has got nothing to do with good government, Pops. Nothing.
Excuse me. Do you mind just passing this to the really good-looking Asian guy for the room? Thanks.
Oh, so hot. My feet are killing me.
Foot massage?
Cold hands. She just sent me a message.
I told you the blonde was interested in you.
What blonde?
Hey, listen, can I have a look at your mobile phone?
The things I do for your love life, Davo.
Well, I got you a job with my company.
That's true.
Hello?
Hello, is that Cold Hands?
The very one.
No, that can't be your real name.
Sharon.
Sharon, hi. It's
Hi. And you're?
David.
Hi, David.
I'm just coming down through the crowd at the moment.
Got a bit of a challenge?
I do. So, what do you actually do for a living?
Oh, I'm studying music.
Are you?
Composition.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm in advertising, actually.
Advertising?
Yeah.
Couldn't get into something quite so different from music.
Sorry. I don't need these anymore.
No.
So,
Hi. What are we saying?
what do we say now? I know, sorry, excuse me.
Seen as yet, it can even happen on a train. Anywhere you can meet them. What do you mean it can happen on a train? What, pass your phone number up to the end of a crowded train through a bunch of strangers and then have a stranger call you back on your telephone number?
Parked on Crocodile Dundee.
And they're not going to be strangers for long. They're going to get to know each other. They're going to go out. They're going to have dinner.
I think she's a brave woman. I think it's fantastic. She's taken a risk. She's seen what she wants and she's gone for it.
Pretty loose, if you ask me. I mean, she's gorgeous. She doesn't look like she'd need to be desperate.
Do you
What
think he's sexy?
Absolutely.
Definitely. Isn't he beautiful?
That lick of hair that crosses the eye and the way he flicks it back. Do you know, like, he's got that little birthmark? You know,
Yes, it's charming, isn't it?
sexy, isn't
I think a bit of a turn off, actually. Oh no, I love his skin. He's got gorgeous skin. Absolutely
He
beautiful.
always, I don't know, he smiles and he's always warm and you never know, ducks and bows, birds and bees.
Well, I think birds and bees are definitely happening at the end of the carriage. He certainly talks the talk. I mean, well, he can. He's working hard.
But yeah, you should have seen the effect he had on the women around there. But, he just doesn't have any idea.
That's his charm, actually, that he doesn't know, because when they know, they're a bit cocky, you know. But he's not.
Oh, he's a good listener too.
Well, he's got a really wicked sense of humour. It's a pity he's too young for all of us.
Hey, Stefano.
What? What's this, mate?
Oh, this is about the great race last night.
Oh, is this the Hackett Thorpe race?
Extraordinary. Listen, you can imagine it, can't you, right? You're in the final of the 800 metres.
Yeah.
And you're hurtling down the final lap in Japan at the World Championships.
Yeah.
You touch the wall and you beat the world record by 1.25 seconds.
Yeah.
And you come second.
I know, it's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, Thorpe, this is like his 15th record.
Right.
And he's 18 years old, right? 18 years old. How old was Dawn Fraser? When she got like 30 plus records?
Oh, she was certainly in the middle 20s.
She was like, 25, right?
Yeah.
You know, when they were sort of trying to compare her. The thing is, this guy's got another 7 years on her.
Well, you
This
can
is gonna
imagine what it's
eclipse
going to be like, mate, when we go back to the home of the Olympics.
Athens, yeah.
What's going to happen? How many records will he have by then? Olympic and world, you reckon?
I know, it's incredible.
Goodness God. But how about Hackett? Isn't it what an extraordinary improvement all the time? But it's like this whole thing, like Petria Thomas was compared to Susie O'Neill. Kowalski and Kieran Perkins. So this guy, about second, you know.
I know. So this guy will, like Hackett and Thorpe, will be always
competing all the time, you know. And it's just, it always means no matter how well he tries, Thorpe goes that one step better.
This guy's like this Thorpe, mate. He's like a superhuman, isn't he?
Well, the Japanese are calling him, because he wears the black suit, the Great Black Shark.
So
he's got celebrity status in Japan, like you wouldn't want to believe.
Yeah, that's right. The girls go crazy over him.
What do they call him? It's that name.
What is it?
Torpedo.
Torpedo.
Through the water.
What do you think?
Oh, it's good.
You don't like it.
No, I mean, you know, I could learn to like it.
Do you want to come to dinner with me tonight?
Oh, dinner?
Yeah.
Tonight. You know, I would love to, but next week would be a lot better for me.
Yeah, sure. Can we make it Piccadilly Circus?
Sorry? Piccadilly Circus?
I'm going to London to study music. I'm leaving tomorrow.
Are you leaving tomorrow? Oh. So...
Tonight?
So in America, the adoption centres have decided in order to get these foster kids adopted, they're going to put them into fashion parades. What? And people who are interested in adopting can turn up and watch these kids in nice new clothes and, you know, little bags, and they get all their makeup done, and then they can select which child they want to adopt.
Where are they having these fashion parades?
In America. In shopping malls.
Oh,
like,
you're kidding.
Like big Westfield centres and things like that.
No, that's wrong. You know, it's like impulse buying. They're not magazines in a rack at a supermarket.
Oh, I know. Well, pets in a pet store.
Yeah, well, what do? If you don't like your kid, do you take it back to the refund counter? That's terrible.
I know, but I must admit, I'm torn, Noel. I mean, if I was one of these kids, I would want a parent. And if one of the ways that I could find a parent was to meet them somewhere, I mean, isn't it better that they're in a family that loves them instead of being in an adoption centre, in an orphanage?
A fashion parade? I mean, these kids are pretty up anyway. I mean, they've been in abusive relationships, all that sort of, families at least, all that sort of stuff. Suddenly, boom, we'll put you on a fashion parade, and if you're lucky, you might just get a parent.
Well, it's not that I don't want to, it's just... I'm just going through some financial difficulties at the moment, and...
That's okay, I'll pay.
No, I couldn't let you do that. I mean, you're a student, you're going over to the UK, it's expensive.
It's no big deal.
Look, my life's just a little bit crazy and all over the place at the moment, so...
I understand, what does that mean?
Here's my card. Have a great time over there, and when you get back, give me a call, okay?
Tiffany. Tiffany May Parker. Tiffany. Tiff, come on!
Steph?
Yes?
Could you tell Mike that Big Brother was so last week?
Hey, Mike, Big Brother was so last week.
Yeah, mate, I heard, yeah.
Join Going Home again tomorrow night at 7:30.